Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the Buko Boys Show.
What's up? I'm DVO.
And I'm Dale.
And we are back with another episode. If you're watching on YouTube, a little change in the studio appearance.
Yeah, well, how do you like that behind us, everybody?
Check it out. Nice little banner that we got.
For those of you just listening and not watching, that is a 3x5 banner of the Buko Boys logo.
Now, there's no confusion of what this podcast is being hosted by.
Exactly, especially with the Buko Boys studio written on the wall above us.
That's awesome. You had that idea, bro. It was a good idea.
Right? FedEx hooked it up.
Yes.
Go there every damn day.
Yes.
So, did you have a good couple weekends?
Yes, I did. I actually caught up with a new show on Amazon called Carnival Row. Have you been watching it?
Oh yeah, I finished it.
It's good, right?
It is good. It's a little slow at times.
Yes.
And it gets a little boring here and there, but it is a good show.
It reminds me a little Sherlock Holmes-like.
I can see that because I think it was just the way the detective...
Inspector, I should say. He's an inspector. Orlando Bloom's character, he's an inspector.
And this is like a magical world.
It's like England, but it's a magical world. So there's different creatures.
England.
Yeah.
So there's like fairies.
Right.
What do they call them, pigs?
Yes.
And then, so they're just like regular people with pixie wings, and they have hollow bones.
Uh-huh.
And then, what other? There's the people that are like half goat. Pucks.
There's centaurs.
Yeah,
all sorts of creatures.
But what's crazy is there's a lot of like racism going on.
Yeah, right.
So it doesn't matter what color you are, it just matters what creature you are.
Yes.
If you're a man, if you're a puck.
Well, it's almost like man versus everyone else, almost.
Kind of, yeah, because everyone else is...
The pucks don't... Yeah, the pucks and pigs... Okay,
yeah, I mean,
there's a little bit from everybody. A little bit of racism from everybody.
Yeah, everybody just kind of hates on everybody just because they're not them.
Yes.
So,
it was cool, though. I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
You're right. It was a little... There's slow moments, but just, it's that first season, so you had to get the story out there, so...
But big actors in this. What's that other girl? Cara
Delevingne, something like that. Yeah, how do you pronounce her? And then Orlando Bloom, and it was pretty good. There's a couple actors that I recognize too. I don't even know their names, but I was into it. I kind of thought it was kind of good.
I got into it. I was watching it. I ended up finishing it all, so I thought it was good. Obviously,
so I'm giving a thumbs up if you're thinking about checking it out.
I give it a thumbs up.
All right, awesome. How about you?
What else? Oh, I started watching something else too. Shit, what was it? Oh, I started watching The Dark Crystal.
Oh, I actually, this morning when I was making my breakfast, I started watching that a little bit.
Oh, I thought you had started that a while ago.
Dude, I'm so busy. I haven't watched TV in like 2 weeks.
So on the original movie, because I haven't watched the original movie in I don't know
recently, yes.
How long. So in the original movie, it's different characters than the characters that are in this show, right?
Well, okay, so it looks like this Netflix series is a prequel.
Right, it's a prequel.
So yeah.
So the people from the original one from 20, 30 years ago, those characters don't exist yet?
They're not born yet.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. So none of those characters are in this, because I don't remember shit. I hardly remember. There's some people, like some characters that... No, they're not people. They're gelflings.
They're muppets.
But, there's some characters that look familiar that I'm like, hey, I remember seeing that little shit. Like that little, it almost looks like a dog, but they're little fur balls. And
I'm not sure it's the same one, but...
Does it have an eye patch or something? No, it doesn't have an eye patch. But I think it is the same one.
Maybe, yeah, it might be. I'm just like into it's 10 episodes, I think. I'm in the first one, so
I think I'm on number 7.
Oh, you're in it. Okay, yeah. I've been so busy. I'm behind on everything in the whole world. It feels like.
So on the original one, are pretty much all the gelflings wiped out?
Yeah. He thinks he's the only one left.
Oh damn. Okay, I need to really rewatch that again.
It's on Prime actually. I watched it. That was 2 months ago when I watched it.
Oh damn! I bet you they took it off now. They're gonna make people rent it.
Keep going. I'm gonna look it. I'll look it up for you.
But so with this show, you really have to like be a fan of the original one to really kind of follow along and want to pay attention to what's happening. So it was I should have watched that first one, I guess, maybe, but I just kind of just jumped right into this.
It's still on Prime.
Nice.
The original movie, 1982. It's only an hour and a half. It's still on Prime. Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal.
Yeah, I'll give that a watch again because I don't remember a lot.
Maybe at the end, it might make sense if you watch it at the end of.
Okay, maybe I'll do that.
Netflix series.
I'll do that then.
Since we know now that it is a prequel to this Netflix series.
What do you think about it so far? Does it the new Muppets that they've made look better than the original?
Yeah, they move better, a little more fluid. Obviously, still they move. That's someone's hands up their ass. But
there's this one scene where the Skeksis is like chasing down. Oh, Gelfling. Anyways, there's this one, and he's chasing some Gelflings, right?
Okay.
And he's moving like a damn ninja. He's running up a tree, and it shows the whole body of him.
Okay.
So they're doing CGI, of course, but it looks pretty crazy, and it makes you like, oh damn, these guys could really mess up some Gelfling ass. Like, okay, I can see why they're scared of them, but they're treating these things as if they're gods. So it looks like they crash landed on their planet. Looks like the Skeksis came from another planet, and they crash landed on this planet, and they get treated as if they're gods. They're just a bunch of con artists, right? And they're just like living it up, and they just know what kind of shit they can get away with. It seems like. And then
I got that impression, yeah.
And then that one lady that kind of runs the whole planet, that's in charge of the crystal, the mother. Okra. I can't remember her name, but Okra just sounds right.
Ogra.
Ogra, something like that. So they build her like some device so she can go time, like space traveling with her third eye and just kind of travel through space and learn everything. And it looks like she was gone for hundreds of years doing that, and she comes back, and damn Skeksis done messed up the whole damn world.
I don't know. I'm not there yet, so I don't know, but.
Well, I mean,
find out.
I remember that's kind of what they tell you in the original movie.
Yes, yeah, you're right about that. Mm-hmm.
So they kind of go along that whole storyline of all the things leading up to that, and the Gelflings that are part of that, and trying to get away from that. So it's a fun adventure if you're into that.
It looks good. Like I said, I'm maybe halfway through the first episode, so but I'm digging it. I'm digging it right now.
I'm kind of back and forth with it. Like, I'll start paying attention to it because it's kind of pulled me in, and then I'll kind of walk away with it still playing without pausing it, and I don't really care at that part. And so I've been kind of missing some things, but I'm able to piece it together pretty quick.
I think I'll like it. I think I'll like the series.
So, I bet you would.
Cross my fingers that I will. So.
I bet you would. So what else happened over the weekend? I've been fishing a lot lately.
Yeah?
Yeah, me and my boys have been hitting up the lakes a lot.
Been taking the dog boys?
Huh?
You and your doggy boys?
No, not those boys.
Oh.
My friends. Not my fur babies.
Get any good fish?
Been catching a lot of bass lately, but this last time we went out wasn't too good. We went camping over the weekend, and not a lot of fish in that area. We didn't really concentrate on fishing too much. We were having a good time drinking and stuff, hanging out. The only time I went camping this whole season, actually. You didn't even go this year, did you?
I haven't, no.
Did you go last year?
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah.
I went once this year. I think that's going to be it because it was damn cold.
It's cold right now already.
It's getting it's like dipping in
the 40s. Is
fall
season, or is that called pumpkin spice season?
It is pumpkin spice season. I've been seeing some pumpkin spice shit. I went
Got
to the
me
store
a pumpkin
today.
spice cookie the other day.
Oh yeah?
Just one though. I was like, I'm just gonna have one. It was hard to go back for more, but
they're putting the pumpkin spice on the shelves. I've been seeing the cereals out, the oatmeals are out. I went and got the.
Did you find your Spam yet?
No, I don't know if those will hit the stores yet.
I don't think so. Not here. I don't think they will.
I hope so.
I wonder if their website has it.
You have to special order it and get it shipped to us.
I'm curious. I'll look.
Maybe we should get it shipped to us. We'll look after the show, and then we'll get it shipped to us.
Get a can of Spam shipped to you.
Hell yeah, a care package.
Is that an option? That'd be very interesting.
Oh, you know what else I did over the weekend?
What?
Not this last weekend, but the weekend past was Comic-Con, the Salt Lake Fan X.
Okay.
So I took my daughter to that, and we nerded it up.
Do you call it Fan X now? Are you going with the Salt Lake Comic Con?
I still go with the Comic Con. I only say Fan X when I have to, I don't know, if I post anything on social media or talking about it, probably call it Fan X, because if anybody looks it up, they won't find it because it's not called Comic-Con anymore. Sure. Thanks, San Diego.
So you guys had fun? Was there something that you wanted to go see while you were there?
There was people I would have liked to have seen, but I didn't see them.
Who is it that you wanted to see?
Dolph Lundgren. He was there. I would have liked to have gone and talked to him. He's a smart. Yeah, he's a smart dude though.
He is.
I would have liked to talk to him.
What podcast was he on? Might have been Mike Tyson's podcast, and it was a really good one with him.
Was he? Was it Mike Tyson or was it Joe Rogan? I could see him being on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he was. I can't remember. It was a podcast, and it was a good interview. It was fun. It was a fun interview. Shoot, it might have been a Chive. Ooh, I don't know. It's been a while.
I'll have to look that up. But I wanted to see him, and he wasn't. I don't even know if he showed up. So it's a 3-day event: Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I didn't go at all on Thursday. Friday, I only kind of popped in for a quick second, and then Saturday, Malay and I spent the majority of the day there, but I didn't see him at all Saturday. I saw his booth set up for Friday, but I didn't see him there. But Tom Holland was there. He was
your favorite Spider-Man?
He's a good Spider-Man, or I like to call him Night Monkey. Did you see there's a trailer for Night Monkey out there?
A fake?
Yeah, Sony put it out as a promotion for the Spider-Man DVD release.
Oh, funny. Okay. So I didn't see it though.
They did a promotion of Night Monkey gets his own trailer that he deserves.
That's kind of funny.
But that was hilarious. But I would have liked to have seen Tom Holland, but there was no way I was going to pay that price. I mean,
what was the price?
It was definitely going to be over $100.
Oh, really?
Just for like a picture of him.
Yeah.
So I was not about that life.
I don't blame you.
But Malay went and got to meet Lana Parrilla. She's the evil queen on Once Upon a Time, the TV show.
Okay. So
she's obsessed with that show. And she already met Jennifer Morrison the year before and got her autograph.
Okay.
So now she had to get the evil queen's autograph on the same thing. It's like a group picture of them, you know?
Oh, that'd be nice.
So she has 2 autographs on there now. She's digging that.
I think she's getting really popular with the cast.
Yeah, there's another cast member there from Once Upon a Time. She played like the Wicked Witch of the West, I think.
Okay.
But we weren't... Malay didn't really care to see her too much to like want to pay to see her, but she did want to go like meet her.
Okay.
Because we've done that a lot with other celebrities. We've just gone up and met them, you know, just so she could talk to them and geek out for a second. And that bizzo was not about to talk to anybody.
Really?
Yeah, unless you were going to spend some money. This was the kicker. So there was no one in line to see her. We're waiting in line to see that other girl.
Okay.
And that other lady comes out. There's no line to see her. So Malay was like, I'd like to go say hi to her. I don't want to pay for her autograph or anything.
Right.
So I'm like, let's go. No one's there. So we go over there and they told us, hey, she's not doing meet and greet. She's only here for a little bit. There is no line. Who are we going to stop from saying, from her getting money from anybody? So I was like, all right, F her. Next time you come around, we ain't spending no money on you, you wicked witch.
Was there someone's cosplay that you really liked?
Like, there was a
good one.
There was some good. So there's this Incredible Hulk statue, and there's
over there. Okay.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of people dressed up as Avengers and different Marvel characters, and they were all standing in front of it, and they all looked really good.
Oh, that's
and there was this one guy who was he was pretty yoked, and he was all decked out like Drax, so he had the colored skin and the red stuff all over him.
Oh wow, okay.
The Thor looked like Thor. I think he's there every year dressed up like Thor. There's a guy that looks like Tony Stark that always does it and walks around in the Iron Man suit with his face out.
Oh, okay.
And he walks around doing that, so he was out there. Bunch of other characters that were out there. That was pretty cool. And then there's this other guy dressed up as Juggernaut, a big old Juggernaut costume. That was pretty badass. And then there's a lot of guys dressed up as Fat Thor. Fat Thor was a hit.
Lebowski Thor.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that going on, but it was pretty good. It's the same about like you see the same vendors every year. The one thing I didn't see this year is Funko Pop didn't have a big old, like usually Funko Pop has a big section there of just Funko Pop toys and their exclusives and stuff.
Okay.
This year didn't have it. Weird.
There's so many. I don't know how you can collect those.
Yeah, no kidding. There's shit
man.
on everything. So I collected a few, but I'm like
the ones that we had.
Yeah.
When we talked about like the White Lady.
Yep. Otherwise, I would just. Some people I know have walls of them, just walls and walls of these things for no damn good reason. They're not gonna sell them, so it's not like they're gonna like collect. And by the time they do want to sell them, they're gonna be worthless at that point.
That's funny.
But they're kind of cool if you're into like a certain thing. I think it's a cool little collector's item for sure. But to like, I can see how people get carried away with like everything they like. There's a damn Funko Pop for everything.
They got like walls covered with shelves of Funko Pop. People in their houses. Yeah, it could be. That is an expensive hobby.
If I wanted to, I mean, all the things I'm into, they have a shit ton. Like all the okay, I like Venom. There's a shit ton of all the like Venomized Marvel characters and all these different other Venoms, and you could get yourself lost real quick in Funko Pops.
Yeah. So FanX was pretty fun?
FanX it's always fun, especially like just a people watch.
Yeah,
just to sit down and just watch everybody go by and watch everybody's cosplay.
Well, I had a couple appointments downtown. I would see people like crossing the street around there, and they're dressed up, and some of them look kind of cool. Yeah,
there's some badass stuff. I don't know if I would ever cosplay though, because it looks like a hassle unless it was a really easy one. Some of these people look like they have to get completely naked just to take a piss.
Oh yeah,
or a diaper. Or a diaper, maybe. God, I could like some of them have some crazy cold get-ups and stuff.
They probably just don't eat or drink the whole day.
I couldn't imagine that. You get really hungry in there, walking around. You do so much walking. Oh, you know what else I didn't do this year was I didn't go watch any panels.
Oh, okay.
Normally we'll go look at some panels and hear the celebrities talking about the stuff going on, the Q&A and everything. But we didn't do any panels. There was the time frame that we were there. We missed a panel that my daughter would have wanted to see, so we missed that. There was nothing kind of happening that sounded good in the time frame we were there, so didn't do any panels this year.
Okay. So I'm gonna come back to this. I was looking on Spam's website. All right. It's pretty interesting.
Okay.
So you can't buy it from their website, but this is what their website does say about the pumpkin spice spam. It says, step aside, oh, okay, sorry, I read it wrong. I'm start again. Step aside, pumpkin spice lattes. The fall is now spam pumpkin spice season. Hints of cinnamon, clove, allspice, and nutmeg give this new limited edition variety a subtle sweetness. Fry it up with waffles, hash, or eggs to make the perfect breakfast or brunch pairing. You'll be so in love with this flavor, you might start calling it pumpkin. Because what is spam? I guess you might as well call it pumpkin at that point.
Yeah, okay.
You don't know what to call spam, I guess.
It's spiced ham.
Sure. So I was looking at hold on a second, let me find it again. So I went I'm on the site. I went to their shop. Okay, the spam shop here on the website. They've got some interesting things that you can buy that has spam-related products on it. Like a corn toss game.
You can do that?
A wall clock. A golf bag with spam brand on it. This like little...
How much is that golf bag?
$120.
Oh, damn.
And it has a stand, so if that helps anybody who's thinking about buying it. A skateboard. You can get a little skateboard with spam. It looks very... I'm going to hold it up to the camera so you can see it on YouTube. It looks very retro. Little skateboard. And then my favorite thing that I saw on here is a canjo. Basically, it's like a banjo, but they use the spam can with strings.
I remember doing something like that in elementary school.
So, little fun little side thing there.
All the fun
on the
things
spam website that you can partake of.
So does it say if you can buy that can and have them send it to you, though?
No, you can't. No, just merchandise on it. They just talked about it, and now you gotta go find it somewhere.
Damn.
Maybe on eBay. Find it on eBay.
Maybe it's not. Maybe we'll find it in the stores here. I bet you we'll find it in like where spam is abundant. West Valley?
Yeah, I mean where the Polynesian community is.
Yep.
It's the truth.
Spam is abundant.
That's the truth. Funny. So speaking on all those topics, anyway, besides spam, all those topics, another thing that we went and did that we watched, talking about all that stuff was It Chapter 2.
Oh, yes.
So we got a hold of it. We went to the theater.
We got a hold of
it. We kind of snuck away from our family, both of our families, and we snuck away for 2 hours. And it was like 2.5 hours, that movie was.
Yeah, it was a long movie.
Yeah, and we watched It Chapter 2. And how did you like it?
I definitely thought it was so much better than the 1990. Is it 1990 that it was?
Something like that.
Yeah, the Stephen King's It, the older version. I thought this ending was way better. Still a little weird. They still went with that weird spider thing, but I did like it. I liked it a lot better.
But they went a whole different route with the spider.
Yeah, they did.
Versus, I don't give you spoilers, but on the TV series, he basically didn't talk, right? He just became a spider and walked around, didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. And this time pulled out a slingshot, and you're gonna get it.
Yeah. this time it was it was Pennywise's character, so it was pretty. So did you like the ending then? That was one thing I know you didn't like about this series was the ending of that with the whole spider.
I thought it was better.
Are you okay with this ending? Are you accepting of this ending?
I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah. I can accept it. It just wasn't my favorite. I didn't think it was as good as they could have made it.
So let's just say Stephen King came to you and said, "Dale, I want you to rewrite the ending." How would you do it?
How would I do it?
Yeah.
Pennywise wouldn't die.
Oh.
Pennywise would tear some shit up. That's what would happen.
Okay. He'd live on?
Yep.
Interesting.
The damn curse of Derry would still be happening.
Interesting. It was very fun to see the similarities and the differences between that old series and this one. Now, why does this seem kind of weird, like this whole it character? Because it's very well known that Stephen King was writing this highly dosed up on some nose candy.
Was he?
Yes.
The
whole time. Maybe mostly 80s. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, he's been adamant about admitting to it. It's been widely known. He was doing a lot of skiing, not
in his office
slopes.
He was skiing through his desk.
Yeah, and so this is the product of that. Okay.
So in the book, they talk about some giant turtle. And they kept I noticed the Easter eggs where they kept showing turtles.
And it was never mentioned in the movie, just like it wasn't in the TV series. But yeah, they're just little Easter eggs of turtles here and there.
And this turtle invented the world.
Yeah,
and then
indigestion.
Yeah, and then the clown came out from another planet.
Yeah, I guess because I never read the book, but apparently no, they're from the same place. Pennywise and this flying turtle. I can't remember the name, but they're from the same place. They just. Yeah, just Pennywise crashed here and stayed here. And I guess in the book, from what I was kind of reading or watching on some other things, was that this turtle was giving the kids advice on how to destroy Pennywise. But it never came up in the TV series or the movie.
Yeah. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, I guess, right?
Yes.
The hell?
So, right, that's what the directors had to work with, right? Like, we got to work around this a little bit.
Yeah, let's just leave out the whole turtle and just kind of show a turtle on a desk.
Yes. What I liked is that Stephen King came up twice in this movie.
Yeah, he did.
So, and I don't mean like two appearances, as two different characters.
Yes. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, so basically, James McAvoy.
Yeah.
That's his name? Yeah,
James McAvoy.
He plays Bill, and he's the one whose brother, Georgie, was the one that was killed by it. That's basically Stephen King, right? Because he's a writer.
Yeah.
James McAvoy's Bill is a writer.
And his whole thing that everyone keeps mocking him on is that he's a good writer, but his endings suck.
Which we cracked up. Because on the podcast, when we talked about that's what you mentioned. That you just hated that spider ending.
And then what was funny is when they did show Stephen King, he tells that James McAvoy's character, "Oh yeah, I know who you are. Yeah, your endings suck."
Yeah. So I thought that was probably the funniest thing.
Yeah, that was good. That was some comedy relief.
It was great. There was one scene where Pennywise is in that fun house. It's in the trailer. That's what I'm talking about. It's in the trailer. And, that boy's kind of trapped in the fun house. It's like, the mirrors.
Yeah.
And basically he's like slamming his head, and he just has that weird grin, like that spooky grin.
Yeah.
With his teeth showing, he looks different. I thought that was pretty freaky.
Did you know, so Bill Skarsgård, the one that plays Pennywise in this one, when he does that, that's not like, so he does that weird spooky look and his eyes change directions. One will go this way, one will come down.
Yeah.
He can do that on his own.
Yeah.
So I was watching this thing, there's this picture of him showing Bill Hader that he does it, and Bill Hader's, there's like a still shot of him freaking out.
Right.
So that's kind of cool looking. I want to see him do that without the makeup on, see how he does that, but I don't know. At the same time, I'm like, dude, knock it off, you weirdo. Quit looking at me like that.
Yeah, he has some creepy looks to him. And was there any part that you liked or you got freaked out by?
I liked how Pennywise. So there was a part where the girl's character as an adult had Beverly, yeah, where she's going and visiting her old place and meeting with this old lady that lives there, and then kind of finding out what's really going on there. That was kind of crazy, right? When she. I don't want to give away too much. But that part was pretty crazy. And Pennywise, the way he acts in that's pretty nuts too. What did you think about the ending though? You didn't tell me what you thought about how you liked the ending.
Well, I don't want to give any spoilers away, okay? How they defeated him at the end, I guess I didn't really understand it. I guess I didn't really care for it.
He feeds off of fear. So he gets his energy and his life source when he feeds is fear. So the fear is what gives him the most energy and sustenance that he needs.
Yeah, so basically they're just saying they're not afraid of him. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. Yeah, I guess then. I mean, when it came out of the movie, I was like, I liked it. I remember I liked the movie. The movie was good. I did like it when it came out of the movie. While the ending was happening, I was just like, wait, what's happening? Like, what? And so I was just kind of, I probably wouldn't have ended that. I didn't really care for the ending.
I'm gonna spoil the plot twist. There was a plot twist to everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna spoil it. It was hella gay.
Oh.
Yeah. See how I spoiled it, but I didn't spoil it?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, if you watch the movie, you'll get it.
Yeah.
But here's one thing that I didn't get.
I do want to talk to you about that, though, about maybe parts we missed that correlated that. But yes.
All right, so there's one thing that did bother me about this movie. It was as if everybody moves away from Derry and forgets about their life in Derry. They forget about everything that happened to them in Derry. They forgot all about their childhood there, and they can't even remember their friends or anything. So it seems weird that once you leave Derry, that is the outcome. You just start losing your memory. And nobody thought that was strange that they can't remember their childhood. But one person could. And why was that person able to?
He stayed there.
No. I'm talking about people that moved away.
Oh.
Because the Old Spice guy.
Okay, yeah.
He didn't move away, so he remembered everything.
Mm-hmm.
But another one, remember in the first one, the guy, he commits suicide in the tub?
Yeah.
So in this one, same thing, commits suicide in the tub. But why was he able to remember everything? And the reason why he did that, remember how he said he just didn't want to be weak and get anyone else killed, but why did he remember and no one else did?
Well, I think they all did. They just did. They just
no,
kind of forgot
they,
until
they forgot. Remember, they got together on that. They didn't understand when they got that phone call why they got overcome with all this fear. They said, we got that phone call and I don't know why. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. I just got overcome with fear.
I think we're overanalyzing it again.
Well, it's because they kind of screwed up the storyline here with them, because it made me think after the movie. I didn't think about it during the movie at all.
Most people didn't, and afterwards didn't either.
I did.
Yeah, I know.
Because I overanalyzed this shit.
I know.
I was like,
overanalyzing it too for the pod.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, people.
100%.
Well, I don't care. I still thought it was crazy that this SOB remembered and decided to off himself because of that. And everyone else, I don't remember my childhood. But the rest of it was entertaining. It was an entertaining movie. The horror in it, I liked it. I liked it brought back the kid with the mullet that was always the bully.
Oh yeah.
They brought him back as an adult. I like that whole thing with him.
And I gotta say, Bill Hader carried this movie on his back. In my opinion, he did a fantastic job. He kept the laughs coming.
He did.
It was awesome.
Oh, there was another thing that was driving me crazy about it. I know I made a comment about it during the movie. John McAvoy leaving his damn bike all over the place.
Oh.
He just paid all this money for this bike that he bought off Stephen King, and then he just goes dropping it like nothing and just leaving it everywhere he goes and it always had to be in the middle of the road. Like he was pulling up to a house instead of riding the bike up to the house and leaving it on the grass or the sidewalk. No, he drops it in the middle of the road.
It's just a movie. It's okay.
Oh man,
It's all right.
Damn it, John McAvoy.
It's all right. It's just a movie. You're okay.
All right, I'll make it through it.
All right. You'll be okay.
Damn it.
Calm you down.
All right, I guess so.
It's okay.
But did you like that scene when the one you were talking about in the funhouse?
Oh yeah.
That scene was pretty nuts.
It was a spooky scene. I thought it was a pretty spooky scene. So I mean, I'm not spoiling anything. I saw it on the trailers, but man, it was pretty good.
That was a good one too.
He looks freaky. Well, I think that's enough for chapter 2. Yes, I do like it. There were some parts obviously that didn't make sense or didn't care for. Obviously, the parts that Dale was complain about, but for the most part, I did find it enjoyable. I did.
Yes, it was entertaining. It was very entertaining.
Scary and funny. I like that. It was like a really good combo.
Yeah, it was, and I'd approve of it. You too?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Awesome. We got a couple things. Which one do you want to go with first?
Let's go with that one.
The one that I printed
Yes.
on? Okay. So I got this. I got this story. I gotta find it. Let me find it. Give me a second. So I got this story from. Let me get rid of all this spam website I have up. So I got this from bjpenn.com. BJ Penn is one of my favorite MMA fighters of all time, even though I think he needs to just stop fighting. In fact, he actually
is
Dana
stopping
White. Well, he is not. He actually had a fight. He had an upcoming fight coming up, and Dana White, the president of the UFC, has said he is not fighting because he got into a street fight
Again.
and
Got his ass kicked.
Well, originally he got knocked. He got his ass. He took one punch and hit the ground. Then he came back and attacked the guy and just pummeled the guy.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he came back, got on his back, and just was pummeling him. So
I didn't see that. I just seen him get knocked out real quick. I was like, oh, that was over.
Well, yeah. He needs to stop. He lost his chin, but he's old now.
Well, he's lost the last 4 fights in a row.
That's bad. And I hate watching it because he's one of my favorite fighters. I hate watching it too. But
that's why Dana White told him to just, you know what,
get
out.
out. So his upcoming fight has been canceled, to the best of my knowledge. Anyway, I do follow him on Twitter because they stay up a lot on the MMA stories, so I do like going there. And the UFC is going to Australia the beginning of October for their next pay-per-view. So where are we at? Middle of September right now. So beginning of October, they're going back. There's a couple title fights on the line. And like I said, they're going to Australia because one of the champions is Australian who'll be fighting for it. Now, the mayor of Melbourne, her name is Sally Capp. And she has said that she doesn't want, and now she doesn't have the control of this, but I don't think she does. I don't know. Now look at me a second. But I don't think she has control of this, but she does not want the UFC to bring their Octagon girls. She says, it's 2019. Do we need scantily clad ladies walking around the ring? So, for example, I guess NASCAR has gotten rid of it, which I don't watch this. I don't know what girls are doing.
Yeah,
NASCAR.
I didn't know either.
Darts has gotten rid of it. Didn't know darts was doing that.
That's all I watch darts for. What the hell? I didn't even know that.
Did you know darts will be on ESPN? Remember we had this talk about non-sports on, are they sports? Are they not sports on ESPN? Darts is one of those. I guess they had girls walking around. I don't know. I didn't know that.
I didn't know they had rounds.
I guess between they're taking turns, I guess. I don't know.
Strange.
So she mentioned that they have gotten rid of it. Why do we still need it? So I have this question for our audience. I have a question for you, brother. The UFC, the NFL, the NBA, they still use women, cheerleaders, ring boxing, right? Ring girls. Does that still add to the sport? Is that important? Do we need it? Would you be okay if they didn't have it? How would you feel? Okay, this mayor that I'm just reading the story of. What do you think of her comment?
Okay, do we need it in sports? I don't think we need it.
Okay.
Would I notice it? Probably not.
If they went away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the only time you're really seeing the cheerleaders is if you're there at the game.
True. Well, sometimes they're okay.
In between commercial breaks, they'll show that the cheerleaders are on the sideline, but you never see them doing anything.
Yeah, you don't see their performance. You don't see their halftime.
And basketball, you never see the cheerleaders at all. And and the only time you see cheerleaders is if you're present at the game. So would I even notice it? No. Do I think it's important? Nah.
So if you think about history, right? History.
But they don't even get paid money. Do you see what cheerleaders get paid?
No.
They get paid dirt. They get paid maybe $10 an hour, maybe. And
how hard is that? They're just dancing around.
Yeah, so a lot of them have normal jobs, and this is just kind of fun for them. And,
yeah.
But yeah, they don't get paid shit.
So if you think about history, let's just say 1950s, right? It was always the guys that played the sports, right? So football, basketball, it was mainly
boxing.
Yeah, it was all mainly done by guys.
And it was men attending it.
That's just the facts. Mostly men are attending. These are just the facts. So what do men also like besides entertaining sportsmanship?
Boobs.
Yeah. Breastises. Beautiful women walking around as well, right? So I'm just assuming that's where it started from. I could be wrong. I'm just assuming where it's coming from.
Yeah, I think so too. A bunch of guys watching sports what'd be great? Boobs.
Can't get enough of those.
Because they're always drinking at games.
Yeah, right. There's alcohol, food, boobs, and sportsmanship. So, I mean, so I'm guessing that's how it started, and it just kind of stayed that way.
And it's supposed to cheerleaders supposed to bring the crowd and get the crowd involvement and stuff. And
do you get cheerful when they start getting up, dancing?
No, I'm usually going and taking bathroom breaks or
that's when you take a break.
Getting some treats and some snacks.
So, yeah. So, I guess me too. I guess if it went away, the Octagon girls, yeah, because when you're watching UFC, right, in between the rounds, they go to their corners. The fighters go to the corners. The girl walks in there with walks around with number 1 or 2.
They're always zooming in on the corner of the fighter and getting.
Yeah, so the camera. So if you're at home, you're just watching them in the corner talking to their guys. They're listening in, and then you always see the ring girl walking out, and she waves.
If that.
And then that's the extent of it. So. I thought it was a pretty interesting topic. Do we? I guess there's a lot of controversy, especially nowadays, 2019.
But it also helps build girls' careers that are trying to be models or actresses. This is kind of a stepping stone to get them into the scene and get them to know people that can get them more exposure. Yeah. So I mean, it's like a stepping stone for some women that want to live that lifestyle.
Do you see it going away?
Yeah, not soon though, but I do see it kind of phasing out.
Not even.
I can kind of see what's going to happen though. There's going to be a lot of dudes that want to be cheerleaders, that want to be famous cheerleaders, and then it's just going to kind of put an end to it.
Well, when you go, when you go to college games, you do have men and women cheerleaders,
right?
And high school too. High school, college,
it's normal.
Men and women. You got the spirit team, you got the cheerleaders, you got all of that, and then I guess once you get into the pros, I guess the guy just kind of just. I don't know. I think maybe for the most part, guys don't want to keep cheerleading after a certain point. Maybe.
I don't think in professional sports they probably just don't want men cheerleaders.
Might not.
But so that's what I see happening in the future. Men are going to want to be involved in professional sports cheerleading, and then eventually they're going to be lawsuits, and then they're going to have to let that happen, and then they're just going to be you know what, let's just not have this anymore. So that's what I see happening.
What would you think then if you were watching a football game and you went to a football game and there's also men cheerleaders with the women?
I probably wouldn't even notice.
I wouldn't carry it because I guess I see enough with the college. I guess I wouldn't even think twice about it.
And plus,
what's
like,
that dude dancing over there?
No. Plus, you're like unless you're sitting right up front, then you can like get a good view of everything. Then you might notice. But
why is there a guy there?
Yeah. Why is that cheerleader wearing pants? Get her out of here.
Get out of here and grow some hair.
Grow some hair. Take your pants off.
I thought it was pretty interesting, and I'm curious what people think, especially nowadays, 2019, where everyone just gets offended so easily. Like, too easily, in my opinion.
Yeah, by, like, movies and stuff.
Like, anything. Anything. Especially Dale.
Yeah, God, stupid guy.
And I was just like, I thought it was very interesting, and I want to know what our viewers and listeners would think about that. Like, do you think we still need ring girls? Do you still think we need cheerleaders? Should it be co-ed? What percentage of guys want to be cheerleaders at a professional level too? That's one part of my question. I think again, I'm putting blanket statements, but I'm talking about majority. I think the majority of men don't want to pursue cheerleading in the future. I think because what you stated, because women do have more interest in going to, like I said, modeling or different type of dancing career, whether it's, Vegas on a big show, and Cats, Broadway, or things like that. I think you might be right. That's a good point there too. I just thought it was a pretty interesting topic, especially nowadays, with the whole Me Too movement.
What do you think about women in like the men's professional sports, allowing women in that?
Like football or?
Yeah, football, basketball.
Let me first say, obviously, like I've mentioned before many times, I'm a big MMA fan. My wife is also a big MMA fan. We watch it all the time. Women are huge draws on fights. I have a few favorite women fighters that I like watching. They kick ass. They kick major ass. And I think they're great fighters. I think they could beat up a lot of dudes. Like that are at the same level, like professional. I think they could probably take some of the guys on.
What do you think if they were letting them fight in the same weight class?
What's that? Like
if they were
intergender fighting?
In the same weight class.
That's where I'm conflicted. So there's a champion right now. His name is Henry Cejudo. And he actually has 2 belts from 2 different weight divisions on the men's side. And he has called out in a fun way, in a cringy fun way, he's called out a couple of the women fighters. And said, let's do an intergender. I totally think he's joking. I don't think he's serious. He's making it sound like he's serious, but he's just trying to draw some attention. So I totally think he's not being serious. It is a little cringy when he does it, but as of today, I wouldn't be wanting to watch that because you're really trying to knock someone out, right? Like I just have a very bad feeling about a guy trying to knock a woman out.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though it's consensual, and it's for money, I'm still kind of conflicted.
Okay, so that's
seeing it.
That's combat fighting. That's that sport.
It's true.
Okay, so what about basketball? If there's a woman who can hoop on all sorts of dudes, that's better than other dudes in college. Do you think she should be able to get drafted into the NBA?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I sit too. I think that would be totally cool.
Yeah.
Instead of I don't think the WNBA makes any money to even like keep that alive.
You know what? That's a good point. Because they're not. They might not be making enough money at the WNBA.
But if there's women basketball players that are good enough to play amongst the men and school on them and dunk on them and shit, I would think that'd be badass if they just got into the NBA.
Yeah, they were really good. I mean, if you think about it. The numbers speak for themselves, right? No one's really watching a lot of WNBA. Yeah. I don't know the exact numbers, but I've heard, and I'm pretty sure it's accurate. No one's really watching.
I mean, if you've seen a WNBA game on TV, which I've kind of scrolled past, and
I have never.
I've just wanted to see what the audience looked like, and it's about first bowl rows, maybe the first 10 rows, maybe that's about it, all the way across.
Okay.
So, I mean, you have row upon row, plus a whole upper bowl section that just aren't selling tickets.
Probably love the tickets that are down there were like freebies or something.
Yeah, they're like just trying to fill seats.
Here, could come to the professional game, to the NBA game, and then get a free WNBA ticket or something like that.
Buy some treats, because that's how we make money.
Yeah, exactly right. So, yeah, it speaks for themselves. You know, a lot of women aren't going to be...
But I don't know, if I seen a woman fighter in like 120-pound range and a male fighter in the 120-pound range, and the women's stature might be a little bit bigger than the male stature in that weight group. Okay. So that might... I don't know. That might be a good fight if it's a consensual fight. And
am I okay with it? Or am I okay if a man and a woman both consent to fighting for money?
Title, yeah.
Am I okay with it? Yes. Do I want to watch it? No, I do not want to watch it. That's a different thing, I guess.
That would be kind of a taboo thing that might draw more people to watch it. Because they'll be like, I don't want to see that. Yeah, I do. Maybe I do.
Would you want to watch it?
It's one of those things where, like, I don't know, but kind of. Yeah, I kind of want to see. Like, you know, it's one of those things where if she ends up beating his ass, then it's like, oh, damn.
Right.
You know, but I don't know. That's like the turnout you want to see, right?
Well,
so, I mean, how else are you going to see it unless you watch it? And if it's happening, and I might just watch it.
But then it makes me also question the character of that guy, the gentleman fighter. It makes me question his character. That he's like, there's no amount of money you can offer me to go straight up punch a girl in the face, or a kid, or a dog, or anything. Like, you can't pay me enough to go walk up.
What if she's calling you out and she's bigger than you? She's bigger than you. She's calling you out. She's calling you a...
She's bigger than me. She's better be huge. Yeah. She's bigger than me.
Okay, but remember, I'm talking about 120-pound range, okay? So you're 120 pounds, she's 120 pounds, but her stature might be a little bigger than yours.
So I'm in second grade is what you're saying.
Right, you're back in third grade, you're 120 pounds. So she's calling you out. Okay. Now that you're saying no amount of money will make me hit a girl, and she's saying, now you're a pussy, blah, 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 calling you all sorts of names. And
I'm like, listen, I'm a gentleman. And then I walk away. And she's you go punch a girl for 100,000?
So here's the deal. If she's calling me names and calling me out and call like...
Oh, that's right. You do get offended easily. That's right.
No, I'm just saying. If she's bigger than me and saying all this stuff, and I'm going to get a big payday if I fight her, here's the thing. What if I lose? No, I'm going to look like a big old puss on national TV.
Right.
So that's the gamble you have to take with that. I'm not a fighter, so I don't have to answer that
people's
question.
Opinions of me is not a gamble. I don't care what other people's opinions about me, so they can call me out all they want.
These fighters, when you're a fighter, it's all about ego, right?
I guess it's not all about, but a lot of them have big ego, yes.
Yeah, all of them have a huge ego. So to them, they're getting called out by someone bigger than them that they think that they could win. I don't know. I could see a lot of fighters taking that. Especially,
I can too.
Especially if they're getting called out and getting called every name in the book for not wanting to fight them, then I could see their ego getting blown up and then going for it.
No, I don't care. They can call me whatever they want.
Okay, but yeah, you're not a fighter. You don't have that ego.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't want to watch it. I wouldn't want to watch combat sport.
I bet you would watch it.
I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't. I'm interested in the outcome. Yes, I want to know the result of the outcome. If they consent, am I okay with them consenting to do it? Yes. Do I want to watch it? No, I'm not going to watch a guy slam his elbow in a girl's face. I just can't. I can't. So,
but you'll watch another girl slam her elbow in another girl's face.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, it's one of the favorite things I like to watch. Yes, please. Knock her out.
Oh.
So yeah. I'm okay. Intergender, no, I'm not a big fan of that idea.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but if it happens...
But women into professional sports because, is NFL a men thing? I don't know.
That's a sport that I don't see many females getting past training camp. That's just it's too physical. It demands a lot more muscle than I think a woman's body can produce naturally.
Oh, that's a good point.
So in that aspect, well, I'm saying like
science.
Right? Stupid facts. Because I could see women being able to play hockey and play baseball,
okay,
and play basketball, but something as physical as the NFL, where you do need that muscle mass and natural muscle mass because they do testing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I've seen beefed up women on steroids that look like football players, but they're not going to be able to join the NFL passing a drug test. Yeah, but yeah, I could see them joining other sports and seeing that. I don't see a problem with that at all.
Another good question for our listeners and viewers. Do you want to see Dale fight a chick?
Do you guys?
Because he'll do it for money.
How much money you guys are going to throw up? And then she better be bigger than me. She better call me all the names in the book. I'll knock her out. I swear to God.
All you got to do is say something bad about Spider-Man. He'll jump right up there.
That stupid bitch is going to get it. I'll mess her up.
Oh, man. That'd be hilarious.
What else we got?
Last topic. Chicken.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, chicken asses.
All right, so you told me you just tried the new Popeyes chicken.
Yeah, so I've had the Popeyes chicken sandwich, and I've had the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
And
the rumors are true.
I don't know what the rumors are.
All right. So when Popeyes released this sandwich, the world went crazy.
As a diversion to people not to go to Area 51. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Get all the
Kyles off of the whole Area 51. Popeyes released the chicken sandwich.
Right.
Is it better than Chick-fil-A? No.
What kind? So Chick-fil-A's breaded chicken is a little more tender, where like Popeyes like their chicken breast, whatever, or like crispy.
So here's the difference between the two. I saw a meme about it and it made complete sense.
Okay.
So
put that meme on our social media.
I don't know if I'll find it. It's kind of old now.
Okay.
So Popeye's chicken sandwich is kind of like your grandma from the South that don't know shit about health and just put shortening and all sorts of lard in the food,
butter.
Yeah, and just smother that thing with mayo. Salt. And feed you full of that. And then Chick-fil-A is like, that pioneer grandma that takes care of her health and puts tomatoes in her sandwiches.
Okay.
And it just tastes cleaner and tastes better.
Okay.
That's a lot like how the two compare.
Okay.
You got your dirty South grandma and you got your good old pioneer grandma.
Okay.
So that's the difference between the two. Are they both good? Yeah, they're both pretty damn good.
Okay.
My favorite out of the two would be the Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A all day.
And then I heard what's happening at KFC.
Interesting.
KFC's
Which the first KFC is right here in Utah.
Yep, right here in Utah. But they're going to do this somewhere back east. I'm going to say Virginia or something. But they're going to do this release of a KFC chicken sandwich in between two glazed donuts. I'm down. You're not about that life?
Have you had the burger? The glazed donut burger?
No, I have not.
You know of it?
I have heard of it, yes, and I forgot all about it.
Yeah. So basically, in case you guys don't know, you basically take a burger instead of buns, you just slice a glazed donut and put it in there. I never had it. Usually, it basically they have egg on it as well.
I'll tell you what I have had though. Okay. I've had the grilled cheese donut.
Ooh.
I had that in Ohio. This is like a famous place. I can't remember what the name of the place was.
How was it?
It was good. It was really good.
What's better, glazed donut with cheese or apple pie with cheese?
Glazed donut with cheese.
What? Blasphemy.
Because it was fresh, hot off the grill. It was damn good.
Listen. Apple pie without the cheese is like a kiss without the squeeze. Okay? Don't forget that.
I will never forget that. But this was, I want to say it was really good. It was years ago. I would do it again. I remember it was good enough to where I would do it again.
Okay.
I think it was something like $5.
So now KFC wants to basically grab their chicken, slap it in between some glazed donut buns.
Yep, because they were like, you know what? Let's get part of this chicken outrage that's going on. People were going so crazy about the Popeyes chicken sandwiches. They were selling out. Popeyes was getting sold out, and then people were throwing riots inside the stores.
Someone's suing him.
Yeah, somebody's trying to sue him.
They're saying, "Oh, I came here so many times, and I'm wasting gas and effort."
And they got in a car accident trying to make it there once, and some other dumb shit.
Failed that one, bud.
What an idiot! Over a chicken sandwich that's not like, oh, it's so good you gotta have it type shit. It's just no.
Right.
So what people are doing right now, so Popeyes discontinued it for now because people are going too crazy about it.
Yeah, we just called.
Yeah, because you wanted to know. And they're not going to have them again until the end of October.
Yeah.
But what people are doing to bypass this,
okay,
they're bringing their own buns to Popeyes and then getting the tenders and putting it in the bun and then getting the sauce on it.
Okay.
Same thing. Okay. I don't know why people are going crazy in the first place. I think the only difference is they got to buy the sweet pickles. Because they add the sweet pickles on the sandwiches.
What kind of bun do you use? A brioche? King's Hawaiian?
No, I mean you could. That would be really good. If you did a King's Hawaiian bun, hell yeah, all day.
Like the King's Hawaiian burger buns.
Yeah, that's exactly what you get.
There we go, folks.
But
answered all your questions. Buko Boys did it again.
Yep. So if you're out there and you want those you got to go crazy for those Popeye chicken sandwiches. That's how you bypass it. You bring your own buns.
Now
BYOB.
KFC. Do you remember KFC did this crazy ass sandwich where they took 2 chicken breasts?
Yeah.
Slammed, I don't know, cheese and ham in between it or something?
Yes.
Did you have that?
That was a salty mess.
I did, and I did not like it.
I hated it. I took a bite.
I love the idea.
And I was like, meat on meat on meat. And like, oh my God, it's so salty.
I did not like it.
Yeah, I couldn't finish it. It was too much salt.
Same with me. I'll tell you what. I can't remember if I told you the story. So, where I used to live, my condo by myself, I was like, I'm going to go try it. So I swooped down to KFC. It wasn't too far from my house. I go order it. I go through the drive-thru. I get home. I open up my bag. I'm like, this ain't no damn chicken sandwich. A chicken sandwich. I got 8 pineapple pies. I was like, what? 8 pineapple pies? I'm like, I'm not hating this, but I'm like, I still want my chicken sandwich. So I drive back down, go through the drive-thru, and I'm like, hey, I ordered the chicken sandwich, and all I got and they said, did you just get a bunch of pineapple pies? I said, yeah. They said, sorry, come around, we got it for you. So I go around, they gave it to me. I'm like, here's your pies back. He's like, no, we can't take food back. So they're yours. I'm like, oh, double score.
Yep, they can't take
But then the
food
chicken
back.
sandwich was terrible, so yeah, it was too salty.
But hold on a minute. Pineapple pies?
Yeah.
I want some of those.
That's what KFC needs to bring back. Forget this mess that you're talking about.
I want pineapple pies.
Pineapple pie. It was good.
That's what it's
It
all
was
about.
damn good. I can't remember if I gave them too. I had a couple myself for sure. I don't remember what I did with the rest, but they were pretty good. I was like, all right. That's what they need to bring back. That's it. That's what we need in this world.
We should call the KFC right now and find out. I'm starving. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to wrap this up. I'm hungry.
All right, me too. Let's go get some. Let's go get some chicken.
No, I want pineapple pies.
I want to find. We need to find it.
All right, let's do it.
All right, or some buko pie.
Buko pies.
There we go.
All right, everybody.
See you guys later.
Bye.